traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Auburn's offense will get the first crack at it here. As important and as intense as this rivalry is, guys, it's usually one of the cleanest games of the season.
The thing about this game every single year is for so many years, it has national championship implications. Two great teams going at it in the same state. One thinks they're so superior. One gets looked at like down through the bottom of their nose. Like, this is a rivalry that means so much to all people in Alabama.
On the national landscape and also in the Heisman Trophy discussion, think about the legends that were almost created because of their performance in this game. Cam Newton at Auburn, Derrick Henry, Mark Ingram at Alabama, Devontae Smith. This game just simply means more.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game.
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got...
And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And tackled there by the defense.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw, it's Simpson. Got his man quickly. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean,
fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it. Reels it in down the left side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew that.
And the blitz gets to him just like that. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
Number 19, on to punt it away.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Alabama quickly back to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The AT unit on the field.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back left.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And now the ball's loose in the end zone. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll go to the ground. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Auburn lines up quickly. They'll put the tight end in motion. They feed him again. Makes his man miss. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the Plains.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Alabama had little trouble the last time they saw the Tigers blowing out Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
Alabama made a statement. They did it from the very opening whistle. They completely dominated the Tigers in all 3 facets of the game.
And the Tigers fans heard about it all year long. You know Bama loves to beat down Auburn in the Iron Bowl and brag about it for a year. Let's see what the Tigers respond with.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response?
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Tide.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Kane. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. He stopped for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback checking the play. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the right. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Makes the grab. It's Kane. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Snagged in the middle. It's Kane. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Snags it over the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The play action fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Quick completion on the out. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bama!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trying to find his man on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense, this quarterback is feeling good about.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
The score, Alabama 49, Auburn 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense set on first down. He'll start this drive firing. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. they've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. Good, solid tackle. Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw at Simpson. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Alabama pushing the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Tide! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Vandergrift. Quick strike complete. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. A new set of downs after the completion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Simmons.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's...
Makes the grab on the left side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He'll try to tack on one more.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hale. I know he thinks he can house every return, but take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Bama! And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
13.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the punishment has been extended. The Tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all three phases of the game, they've been better.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. To throw, it's Vandergriff. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Feeling some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown Tide! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
13.
He'll bring it out. It's terrible. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Power football with the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's going to pass. Finds the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his 3rd sack of the game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in at the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. To the air, it's Simpson. Getting some heat. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 18, set to kick it off.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Got a man, it's Thompson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. A first down for the offense. Quarterback will audible. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Take over.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This one has pretty much been a... They'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type...
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for a man. It's Vandergrift. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and made. First down here for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. And I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quarterback checking off. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Alabama quickly back to the line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that